You may not have used turmeric in your food or drink, but perhaps you've enjoyed curry. Spices not only add flavor and color to the foods you cook, many have been used medicinally for thousands of years. Some, such as turmeric, were even used as currency way back in biblical times and even earlier. Turmeric and curry are both often associated only with Indian food, but this is a misperception. Turmeric and curry are very different things, but they are both used in cuisines all over the world, including England, India, Thailand, Japan, Middle East, and it's even become more popular here in the Americas. The word curry is used to describe a culinary grouping of dishes, a cooking method, and a mixed spice seasoning, while turmeric is a spice and a beneficial herb. Hi, I'm Mary Bourne, traditional naturopath, and I love sharing natural remedies with people for better health. Natural remedies have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years because they work, and they work on humans. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you like this video, and if you're watching on YouTube, give me a thumbs up, share and comment. I love hearing from you. If you subscribe and click on the little notification bell, you'll be notified each time that I do a video, which is about once a week. We've been discussing beneficial single herbs this whole month of January, and most of them are spices as well as herbs. And today is a little different because turmeric isn't as well known as a culinary herb as much as it is medicinal. Before I go into the medicinal benefits of the herbs, as much benefits of this beautiful golden herb, you can see by this picture here, the powder, it looks very much like ginger, which we've discussed in these videos, and it grows very much like ginger. But I'd like to share with you some of the ancient uses for it. First of all, because it has so much value, it was used as barter or money thousands of years ago. Back then, it was only found in India, and therefore people in like the Britons wanted to have it, and so they would pay dearly for it. You can grow it, but it does need very specific temperatures. And here in Michigan, I don't think that that would happen. So turmeric has been used as a staining agent, and it is a color of the robes that you see Asian monks wear, that bright golden color. So take this as a caution, because when you work with it, it's going to stain, and it'll stain the surface the cutting board that you work with. And most people that use the herb will wear gloves so it doesn't stain their hands. However, there's a great recipe out there that I will include in the description below for a scalp treatment for psoriasis and dandruff. And psoriatic scalp is one of the ways that they diagnose that a person has psoriasis. So according to, let me get that link here. There we go. And let me move me up a bit. Okay, or over. So according to PubMed, turmeric, Curcuma longa L, a spice commonly used throughout the world, has been shown to exhibit anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antioxidant, and anti-neoplastic properties. It has been reported to exhibit inhibitory activity on potassium channels in T cells and plays a key role in psoriasis. And so there is a wonderful recipe that I'll attach in the description for a scalp treatment with using turmeric and coconut oil. And then there are some people that will take that and blend it and make a facial scrub with it. And you leave it on for about 15 minutes, and then you really have to scrub it off. you have to do like 2 or 3 shampoos to get the golden color out of the hair. And it really is quite effective in getting rid of flaky scalp. So there is actually a video that you can watch that shows this. And on the skin, you remove most of it, but the skin does absorb a lot of the color and creates benefit into the bloodstream from that absorbing of the herb itself and the stain. So it's just another caution that we need to be extra careful about what we expose our skin to. So there is another thing that I think is kind of scary and really interesting. But according to the Freedom of Information Act papers from 2004 to 2011, American-trained Iraqi troops repeatedly encountered and on at least 6 occasions were wounded by chemical weapons remaining from years earlier in the Saddam Hussein rule. And exposure to this gas caused blisters to form on skin and lungs. And unfortunately, these soldiers knew nothing about the benefits of curcumin. And that this information is found on the Green Med Info, and of course I'll leave a link. But doctors, excuse me, let me get a drink of water here. Dr. Sayer G, who is the administrator of that website, has an article all about it, and you'll notice that's a picture from his website. And the complications on the skin toxicity were horribly painful. And the only thing the medical community had was pain medication, opiates, and this sulfur mustard is a vesicant chemical warfare agent, which produces large, extremely painful blisters on exposed skin and lungs. And it is classified by the 1993 Chemical Weapons Convention as a Schedule I substance, having no other use than for chemical warfare. So that to me is scary, and it's made in the US. Through a close chemical cousin, nitrogen mustard, known as HN2, has been developed to use as a chemotherapy in certain blood cancers. To me, you know, it's extremely scary that these drugs are used and people don't know of some of the natural benefits that can help decrease the inflammatory residual effects of these medicines and weapon. You know, these poor soldiers, so many of them were affected by it. So the main point I'm trying to bring out in this is that please share these videos and look at other videos and share them with your friends and family so that people can be aware of what herbs can do. And if they don't do what you want them to do, at least they won't harm you in the way that medical drugs are hurting people. There's always a side effect with drugs. And maybe the side effect of this particular herb would be stained skin. But I think most of the people would take the stained skin over the painful blisters. So herbs are multifaceted, like well-cut diamonds. There are so many benefits of how they affect the body. It would be a crime to pigeonhole them and say that this is good for blisters, when in fact it's good for so many inflammatory processes. And the fact that it includes lungs, I think, is really important during this time because of this COVID situation affecting the lungs the way it does. I think taking curcumin on a daily basis which it's considered a food or adjunct to food, then it's perfectly safe to take on a daily basis. You wouldn't want to sit there and gnaw on a root of turmeric as a food, like a sweet potato, but you certainly could use it on a daily basis as a spice and maybe support better breathing. So, according to Dr. Axe, turmeric is an ingredient that has been used for thousands of years, both as a culinary staple and medicinal spice. So it's been used on humans for thousands of years. And it's not a new drug that just got invented 2 weeks ago and no really good science behind it. And yet you're supposed to be injected with it. So it has been added as a splash of color to cuisines. And turmeric is now commonly found in capsule and tablet form. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. It can even be brewed up into a soothing tea and allowing you to take advantage of the many turmeric tea benefits. And it's a delicious warm drink called golden milk. And I actually will include the recipe for it for you. And another site I looked at was Dr. McCullough. Joseph McCullough is a great researcher, and he has talked about the benefits of growing ginger. And I'll link an article to that article that he presented, and it said that the temperatures have to be between 80 and 90. And so I don't think Michigan cuts it as far as that goes, but you might be able to grow it in a pot. It's a beautiful leafy herb. And then as the rhizomes grow, you could actually get in there and cut off the rhizomes. If you've ever grown like ginger or horseradish, you have a root that goes down and then you have rhizomes that go out. And the rhizomes that go out are the ones that you cut off and use. And so it's very interesting how it is grown in the warmer climates like in Texas and that. Although I think even in Texas in some areas, it dips and you'd have to bring it in and protect it. But you would not get good rhizome growth in below 30 degrees. That would shock the root. So it might be that you could heap it up with compost or some protective thing and make it below the freezing level. It would be interesting if you buy turmeric and you cut off a little bit of the little bumps that form on the rhizome. That's how in this article that Dr. McCullough shows you what to do and how to plant it. Those little bumps are the ones that go up vertically. So my preferred way of taking turmeric, because I'm not into getting my skin all yellow, is in this lovely capsule form. Now, if you wanted to do the golden tea, and if I wanted to do golden milk, I could just separate the capsule, dump the contents in of 2 of the capsules and make my golden milk. It can be made with a variety of things. I use grass-fed milk, but you could use almond milk, coconut milk, goat's milk, whatever milk is of your choice. And there's a lot of good sense in taking it with cinnamon and ginger. Now, we talked about the health benefits of ginger, and next week we're going to talk about cinnamon and the health benefits of it. Now, in ginger, we know it really supports good digestion, and in cinnamon, there's a lot of benefits that involve healthy blood sugar balance as well as brain support. So According to Nature Sunshine, we get our turmeric from an award-winning partner that is highly praised for both its botanical farming and supply chain transparency. The raw material is cultivated on Indian farmlands with good agricultural practices. As an ingredient, it has been recognized twice by the Nutrition Business Journal. It's also non-GMO and has been well established as sustainable. So we double check that about 500 other tests that they do. So that's why I'm very comfortable with Nature Sunshine products. And it also includes the black pepper extract, which is really important for the absorbability of the turmeric. So here's the golden milk and how it supports health. A lot of people take it at nighttime to soothe their nerves. It supports brain health, immune system, joint health, heart health, helps balance blood sugar ingredients, also help fight infection due to the antibacterial, antiviral components. And if you know anything about the cold and flu, those are viruses that we want our immune system to protect us against. It's beneficial for digestion and gut health. So yeah, I don't know that it's missed anything. Heart, lungs, joints, what else is in the body? Nervous system. So it's really interesting. Years ago, our grandson, who struggles with autism, his parents would put all of his supplements in his applesauce, and turmeric was one of it. So he had golden applesauce, and in this would be astragalus. They'd pierce the omega oil and squeeze that in. He had so many supplements in his applesauce, and just like a champ, he would just take that right down and make sure that he got his supplements that way. Well, now he's 14, and of course he knows how to swallow pills, so he can swallow his capsules like the best of us. But kudos to Zachary for staying up with it. And I think actually that's why he's so high functioning, is that his parents have made sure that he had the supplements that supported his health. Well, I hope that you're enjoying today's information. Please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have any questions that are personal, then you can email me at drmary@bornforhealth.com, and I will be sure to get back with you. I love, herbs are my passion. I love talking about them, and I love helping people with natural methods. So get control of your health. And there are a few things that we have choices on, and choosing your foods and choosing how you support your body is one of them. So I hope that you take advantage of that. Be sure to get more informed with these weekly videos, and don't forget to email me with those questions. Be thankful for the people and gifts of nature all around you, and thank you for viewing. Until next time, this is Dr. Mary for the Health of It, and go out and make it a great day.